let's see. Oh, the link hasn't come up yet. Let's find the link. Hello, link. It doesn't like me. There we go. I think it was paused. Let's see if we can find the Facebook link. This feels like a find the word type of thing. There we go. And then I can start the chats and we should be good. There we go. Forward. Let's send that there. Okay, the links are out. Let's get these refreshed. We should have everybody going. 2 shows left. Yes, this is the one. We have 2 shows left. Can you believe that? Let's see. It's not activating. Why is it not activating? Oh, it says it's live. Okay, maybe it is activated. Who knows? We'll find out. All right. So I've got that up. Let's get a chat window here. All these things that has to be set up. Hello, Jessica. And I apologize to everybody in advance. The invoices did not go out last week because we had a little bit of an emergency and we spent a couple days at the hospital, and so I was not able to get the invoices out. It would have been late in the week, so I decided to just combine them with this week. So you'll get your full invoice for the 2 weeks on Monday this week. They do need to be paid by Wednesday at midnight because otherwise they will convert to the $8 price tag. So just letting everybody know that conversion is going to be automatic on the website, and there's nothing I can do about it, so there we go. Let's put Mom down too, because even though she's in person, she is here. Get everybody down on here. 425. Oh, today's 425.25. How did I miss that? Okay, there we go. Got everybody in here. Hopefully we'll see the chats. That chat didn't come up, but I've got the page open and it's not doing anything either. Hello, Shannon. Okay, so I know that page is working. I do not know what is going on. This is not opening. Huh, interesting. The little chat thingy is not opening. Okay, that's fine. I've got the other windows open, so I've got it. Let's put Shannon down. So again, in case you missed it, I know that I might have cut off the beginning of it. Everything we have tonight does have a duplicate, so we have at least 2 of each thing available for everyone to buy. This is the next to last show for the $5 price point, going up to $8 next week as of 12:01 Thursday morning. So invoices do need to be paid by Wednesday night at midnight to qualify for the $5 price point. All the tariffs and things have affected the cost of doing business, and so we've had to raise our prices. First time since 2011 when Paparazzi started, so that's a pretty good record. And our designs are going upscale from here, so we're getting nicer jewelry in. It will be worth the $8. I am sending out a note to everybody, an email, so that everybody is aware of it, just in case they didn't catch the shows or the posts or whatever, so everybody will know. And you can shop the website. If you choose to shop the website, you can either check out on there. If you're a local person, put local delivery. If you're not, you can pay the shipping on there, and I will just add your show things to that and send you a separate invoice for those with no shipping. So your shipping will not go up. Otherwise, you can send me the names and colors of the things you want, and I will be happy to add them to your pouch and invoice them all together if that's easier for you. So those are your options for shopping this week to get the $5 price. Let's see. we are gonna go ahead and get started. I think I finally got everything said. I never know. So we'll see how that goes. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Our color's still a little bit off. I adjusted and adjusted, and it looks different in the camera app than it does on here, so I give up. This is Painted Promotion in blue. So we have blue painted petals on these flowers as well as polished silver. So you get a combination. This is actually more of a navy. I know it's showing up a little bright because of my shirt. This is actually more of a navy color on here. So this is the length and size. I do have 2 of these. It is number 101. And invoices did not go out last week, so you did not miss anything. I was unable to get them out. So we had some stuff going on. Wasn't able to get them out, so they will all be combined this week. That actually gives you a chance to put more things in there with the same shipping. Stick to the artifacts in silver. So this is hammered silver. There's actually 2 layers here, but they're all, you can see they're joined. So they're not going to get separated. They're not going to get tangled with each other, which is great because I hate undoing all those tangles. So curved pieces. This is the length and size. Has a little bit more of a like a southwestern-y feel. It is below the center of the chest, which would be right about here. With the 2-inch extension, actually going to be down by the bust. If you wanted to shorten this, it does have big enough links that you could fasten into the links, pull it up to where you want, and drop the rest of the chain down your back. That's a very simple way to shorten things. And that way they're not permanently shortened in case you want a long one later. So this is Stick to the Artifact. It is in silver. We have 2. And it is number 102. So you enjoying the good weather, Jessica and Rosie? I was happy to hear you guys at the meeting the other night. I got my hugs from the girls. I try to always get my hugs from the girls. I was having a rough night, so that was good. Alright, this is Enigmatic Energy. And they're calling this blue. You can see it's obviously a multicolor. It has blues and pinks and maybe a little bit of a tan or a yellow in there, kind of depending on how you look at it. This is an abalone. So it has all those color variations in it. It has 2 silver bars. It is a cuff. These cuffs can be squeezed if you need to have them a little tighter. They can be stretched a little if you need them a little bit wider. I know sometimes I have to stretch them because this space in here is not quite enough to get my arm in. So this is Enigmatic Energy. It is in blue. I have 2 of these. 103. Yes, it is very humid. We have, hi Cam, we've had the dehumidifier running, and it is still 60% humidity in here. It's ridiculous. And I thought it was going to go down, but it has not gone down. So I probably need to raise the setting on it or something at this point because it was keeping it too dry, so I lowered it. Now the humidity is up, so you know how it is. It is horribly humid though. I wish it would rain and get it over with, but it'd probably just make it more humid. Alright, this is Brass with Pearls. This is called Down for the Countess in brass. So we have those bubbly white pearls. They're in a couple different sizes. Small, medium, and large, we're going to call them, although it's not really large. They are on that antiqued brass chain, so that nice dark chain gives you a contrast with those pearls. They do have also the pearly bead earrings on brass backs. This is the length and size. So we are down at the collar with these. That last pearl is below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, we are going to be at mid-chest. So we have Down for the Countess in brass. 3 of these available. And it is going to be, if I can get the card apart, it will be number 104. There we go. 104 for that one. Number 105. Let's do a bracelet. Another bracelet. This one is called Floral Innovation. It is in purple. So we have a little light purple stone, kind of like a lavender color, inside a silver outline flower. This one has a different kind of clasp to it, so let me show you how it works. This little beaded piece actually hooks into this flower petal right here. So you put it on your arm, you squeeze it like this, and that hooks into that petal and sits right here. So I have 3 of these. Again, that has that light purple stone in it right there. Floral Innovations in purple, number 105. All right, we've got enough people that we can ask a question. Let me find our questions. I always minimize the wrong window, and they end up disappearing. There we go. There we go. I keep them on a thing on my computer, and they disappear. Let's see. Let's talk about the weather tonight. So all our questions are going to be weather related. It gives you an idea what the answers might be. Let's see, we did that one. Let's find. Go further down. All right, let's do this. 5 answers. We are going to go with, let's go with number 5. Name something parents might teach their children about in the spring. Something parents might teach their children about in the spring. What do you got? What are we teaching our children about in the spring? Bugs. That is a good answer, but it is not on there. And that is the prime bug collecting time, so good answer. Gardening, number 1. Yep, absolutely. Snakes. Snakes would be a great thing to teach them about in the spring because they're finally starting to come around, but it's not on there. Hello, Marlo. Good to see you. It'll be even better to see you in person later this week. Looking forward to having you for the wedding. All right. What else might parents teach their children about in the spring? Have you already seen a lot of snakes? We have too, because it has been quite hot. So we have gardening so far. What other things might parents teach their children about in the springtime? What are some spring activities? The 3 of the 4 things left are spring activities. One is a talk we have with the kids, but it's animal related kind of. Good time to have it because spring is the time when everything happens. If you have cats or puppies or dogs, you know it. Fishing? Fishing is not on there, but that's a good one. Fishing is good in the springtime, although sometimes it's limited because of the what is that called? Spawning season. Birds and bees, number 2. Teach them about the birds and the bees in the springtime, because that's when all the animals are having their babies. So we've got gardening, we've got the birds and the bees. What else do parents teach their children about in the springtime? One of these is something that we don't do, but other parents would do. Sports. They were very specific about the sport. What is a springtime sport? Most popular sport probably in springtime. I can't think of one that's more popular. And the last one is the one that I really want to teach my kids about in the spring, but it doesn't seem to have done any good so far. What else do we teach in the springtime? Baseball. Baseball was number 4. Very popular sport. Mowing, not mowing, but you're getting closer. So one thing that we don't do, most of us don't do, but others do, and spring cleaning was number 5. That's the most important one, right, Shannon? Everybody should learn how to clean. Especially spring cleaning. Spring cleaning's rough. You gotta clean all that stuff out, sort it. One more thing that other parents may be teaching their children, we probably are not. Most of us. For a specific reason. Because we don't do this. Easter. Yep, number 3. Good job, Shannon. I knew somebody'd get it. There we go. Okay, that is all 5 of them. Now we can move on. Thank you, Shannon, so we can move on. Alright, next up we have Industrial Jungle in silver. Industrial Jungle has some polished silver triangles. These are overlapping each other, so if I pull it out like this, you can see them a little bit better. But when you hang it all together, they're overlapping. Then we have the polished silver beads right here above it. This is a very striking necklace. So if you want something, if you have something a little bit plain, you want to jazz it up, this is a great way to do it. This is the length. Most of it is below the collar. We've got about 1 inch above the collar. It does go down to mid-chest already, so with the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit just above the bust. I do have 2 of these. So we have Industrial Jungle in silver, and this is number 106. Speaking of cleaning, you see this Band-Aid on my finger? So I cut my finger the other day. I'm trying to remember what I cut it on. I cut it on something, on the knuckle. And yesterday we were cleaning. We had some help come in and help us clean, and I was cleaning my bathroom, and I got toilet bowl cleaner in this cut. Shannon, I know you know how good that feels. Toilet bowl cleaner in this cut. So I had to put some of the antibiotic ointment with the pain relief stuff in it and put a Band-Aid over it because it was very uncomfortable. Alright, next we have Butterfly Nirvana in pink. This is my favorite critter, the little butterflies. You can see the beads aren't exactly pink, they're more like a dusty pink. There's several variations of color in there, some dark, some light. We've got our little butterfly charm hanging from it. These are stone beads, and it is stretchy, so it'll fit a variety of sizes of wrist. I have 3 of these. Butterfly Nirvana is number 107. Number 108. It's springtime, so here are the flowers. Glossy Garden in yellow. These are yellow acrylic flowers. They do have the little cloudy or milky striations. Oh yeah, feel the burn. And they're 2-sided. So no matter which side you look at, you've got the flower. These are a post earring. The post is right up here at the top. I've got Rosie for 107. This is the length and size. So we have 2 pairs of these. Glossy Garden in yellow, number 108. Let's see, 107. There we go. Yeah, that burn didn't feel too good, actually. It wasn't the good kind, like when you're working out. It was the bad kind. Alright, High Maintenance in pink. We have marquee shapes. So the inside is a textured silver. Outside is a hot pink rhinestone. These are a larger earring, so if you like a larger earring, these are for you. This is the length and size. You can see how big they are on me. So we have 2 of these. High Maintenance in that dark pink, number 109. And number 110. This is Variety Vogue in purple. We have a few different colors in this one. So we've got a purple, a pinky peach, and a yellow. All very springy colors. 2 layers. We have dewy beads and we have opaque beads, so we've got a little variety in there. And the earrings are teardrops, and these are the opaque purple beads. Of course, you could switch them out. You could even wear them with the little flowers that we just showed, the yellow ones. We've also got some dewy earrings. So if you want something else to wear with this, we do have some options. This is the length. So one is above the collar, one's below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to mid-chest. We have 2 available. This is called Variety Vogue, and it is in multi. This is number, if I can get the cards apart, they're trying to stick together again. They get so close I can't get my finger in between them. Number 110. There we go. So let's ask another question. Time for another question. Where did they go? There we go. Ooh, 5 answers on this one. Let's go with number 3. This is an important one. Name something that can put a spring in someone's step. Something that can put a spring in someone's step. What's going to put a spring in your step? Music. Music was not on there. I'm surprised, because yeah, that usually does. It's usually what I use if I need a little boost. Something else I use if I need a boost. And if any of you know me personally, you know, or you follow my pages, you know what it is. And I might take it in different forms. Something to put a spring in your step. Caffeine, yep, number 3. Yes, I got Rosie's number 107. Thank you for making sure, because sometimes I miss them. So caffeine was number 3. What other things could put a spring in your step? I'm going to raise my chair up just a little bit. I feel like I'm sitting down on the floor today. I don't know why. Some days are like that. Something that puts a spring in your step. The weather. Weather's also good, but it was way, way down the list. It didn't get in the 5. Not in the top 5. It was down like number 10. But that nice weather, I agree. Make you a little bit happier, more energetic. You feel like getting things done when it's nice outside. Good news. Good news is also good. I don't see a category it fits in though. What else can put a spring in your step? What makes you happy? Weather, good news, caffeine. Yep, none of those. Number 1, we're going to be celebrating here in a week and a half. Number 4 is something you can give somebody anytime and it's free. Payday, yep, money, number 2. Money's always good. We don't love it, but it pays the bills, right? It's nice to be able to pay your electric bill so you have lights. Your wedding? Why do we have weddings? What is it that puts a spring in your step before the wedding? And then we celebrate it there. Close, very close. And I am going to be glad to have this behind us. I am done with it. It's only fun at first. Now it's not fun anymore. The candy bar? Yes, candy bars are good too. That was not on the list though. Love. Love was number 1. So we've got love, money, caffeine. Next thing is something that you can give somebody anytime, and it's free, and it will boost their spirits. What do you think that is? Makes you feel good. Looks like my feed is a little bit fuzzy tonight. It happens. It's a little bit rainy-ish outside. It's not raining, but rainy-ish. Alright, we're not going to hold you up all night. Number 4 was compliments. Number 5 was a job promotion. That'd make me happy. Get a promotion. Because you get more of that, you know, the stuff that pays the bills. Get a little bit more of that. Alright, next we have inspirational iridescence. It is in purple. So these are a light purple bead. They do have an iridescent finish on it, so they reflect the different colors. They're a chunky bead, just like this polished silver. So they're all kind of chunky beads. We have 2 of them. This is the length. So it is about 1/2 inch below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to mid-chest. So we have inspirational iridescence in purple. 2 of them available, number 111. Number 112. Kind of a light turquoise bead. It's a bright blue bead. This is a dewy bead in that blue. Kind of semi-transparent. We have white rhinestones sprinkled throughout the filigree inside, and then a whole row of them around the outside. 111 for Rosie, gotcha. These are called Cloud 9 Couture. This is the length and size. So again, this is very similar to a turquoise color. In the dewy bead, it looks a little bit different than it does in the crackle stone, but we have 2 pairs of these. Number 112. Number 113, we have Petal Pageantry in brass. So we have brass flowers. Actually, they're kind of half flowers, aren't they? Half flowers, and they have the patina, that is that greenish color, on the centers of the flowers with a dot motif. This is the antiqued brass. So nice brown color to go with all your brownish outfits. This is the length and size. I would even wear this with a greenish one because of that greenish center. This is just below the collar with the 2-inch extension. It is going to sit down to mid-chest, maybe just a little bit past it. I see we're losing our focus. There we go. I'm going to make the camera pay attention. This is Petal Pageantry. It is in brass. We have 2 of them. It is number 113. I finally got my hooks for the other row. You'll be so proud. I remembered to do it. Some days are better than others. 113 to Marlo. Gotcha. Marlo, I assume at this point you'd like me to just hold yours until you get here for the wedding, because by the time I could send them to you out there, you're going to be here. So you'll be passing each other in the mail. So unless you want yours to go to your house while you're here, I'll hold them for you. This is For the Win in white. I have 4 of these. This is a hinged bracelet. So it looks like a cuff, but it opens on one side. Super easy to put on and off by yourself. We have marquee shape. No, not marquee shape. I can't even talk. Teardrop shaped rhinestones in the center. And then it is surrounded by little round solitaires and rectangular shaped white rhinestones. I'll show you that closely. There we go. So this is For the Win in white. We have 4 of them. It is number 114. That's a fancy bracelet. And pretty. we have Flower Shop Sparkle in orange. So these are a lacy filigree flower. We have the bright orange rhinestones in the center. A little grouping of, looks like 7 of them, make up the center of the flower. I have 2 pairs of these. This is the length and size. By the way, blue and orange, contrasting complementary colors. So you could wear blue and orange together. These are number 115. 115. Number 116. I'll wait till a few more people get on here before I ask some more questions so that you don't have to answer them. This is called You Complete Me in pink. So our top of this heart is a pink semi-transparent bead. Bottom is wood, a wooden bottom half. This has that round snake chain on it. The earrings, little tiny silver hearts. So you get hearts for your earrings too. I like to wear those in my second hole. Some people like the minimalist look, they put them in the top hole. This one sits about 1/4 of an inch below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, definitely going to be down in mid-chest area. This is called You Complete Me, and it is in pink. We have 2 of them. It is number 116. So what's everybody doing this weekend? Is anything fun? This is our last weekend before the wedding, so it's kind of, I don't know, downtime a little bit, and a little bit kind of trying to finalize everything. Most things are done. Getting ready for company to come in. All that good stuff. So, seems like it wouldn't be busy, but it always seems to actually be busy. I don't know. This is Voyager Vibes in purple. So we have the purple opaque beads in oval and round. Every other one has that frame with the dot motif around it. This is like a medium purple. Not dark, not light. This is the length, so it is sitting just below the collar with the 2-inch extension. It is going to sit down here to mid-chest, even though my camera is fuzzy again. This is Voyager Vibes in purple. Nice medium purple. 2 of these available. Number 117. And Marlo, you get to look at all my stash while you're here. Aren't you excited? You can go home and have twice as much luggage as you had when you came out.
Bring your biggest bag.
Yeah, bring a big bag. Bring an extra bag, pack an extra bag inside your bag. You know, something like that. 5 carry-ons, I don't know. Party at My Palace in brown. This is brown moonstone with white rhinestones. So kind of a medium brown. Those moonstones alternate with the white rhinestones around the outside, and then we have 1 brown moonstone in the middle. This is the length and size, and our camera's losing its focus again. I think it has ADHD. Pretty sure. This is the length and size. We have 2 pairs of these. Party at My Palace in brown, number 118. It's a hazard. Everybody comes here and they leave with more than they started with. Lots of people locally come over here when they have their special events or companies in town. They shop through my stash over here and they leave with a whole bunch more stuff than they intended to. Because some of it looks much nicer in person than it does on video. In fact, I'd hazard to say probably most of it does. It's just different to see it in person. Alright, this is Tour de Trendsetter in green. So we have a nice green. It's almost like a teal green. Has a little bit of blue to it. We have opaque and transparent beads. You can see they're round and also pear-shaped. This is on a nice gold chain. It almost looks doubled just because of the way that they did it. See how it is? I do have 2 of these as well. Also comes with the round earrings on the green, so you won't have to try to match that up. since this is an uncommon pairing. Or you could wear gold hoops with it, which is what I do. This is the length, so about half of it's above, half of it's below the collar with the 2-inch extension. We are going to be here at mid-chest again. This is Tour de Trendsetter in green with the gold, number 119. All right, let's see if we can get a shorter question this time. All right, 3 answers. All of you can do this one. I know you can do this one. 3 answers. Let's go with number 2. Name something in your car that you turn on when it's raining. Something in your car you turn on when it's raining. If you guys don't get this, you're not allowed to drive anymore. I'm taking all your licenses away. Although, considering how people drive these days, I think most people's licenses should be taken away. We have this conversation when we're in the car. Your lights, number 2. Your wipers, number 1. It's nice to be able to see, right? Lights and wipers help. The AC, that is really, really close. And actually, if you turn this on, it does turn your air conditioning on too. What is it? If you turn this on, it does turn your air conditioning on. What is it? You need it when it's raining, usually. Because something happens to your windows. Especially if you live here where it's warm when it's raining. Happens a lot. Defrost. Yes, ma'am. Defrost and defog turns on your air conditioning. If you did not know that, then there you go. You get a new piece of knowledge tonight. That's free of charge. That is how it clears the fog off your windows, because it lowers the humidity inside your car with the air conditioner. Aren't we all proud of ourselves for that? Stellar Heiress in blue. This is a nice, kind of a French blue. Maybe just slightly darker than a French blue. These are, we're going to call them trapezoid beads. I don't know, trapezoid's kind of a loose definition, so these have hammered frames around the outside. They have little, instead of the round hammer, they have the little lines. So like you took a little chisel and hit it, but it gives it some texture. This is the length. It is right below your collar with the 2-inch extension. Gonna sit down below mid-chest, headed toward the bust. Of course, if you want it shorter, this has nice big links, and you could pull it up here. I have to do this with one of my dresses. I have the red one, and I have to pull it up because otherwise you can't see it. It starts to, my dress has a V, and you can't see it if it goes down too far. Also has really nice earrings. So this is a great deal for $5. You don't have to upgrade your earrings. They are perfect the way they are. So this is Stellar Heiress in blue. We have 2 of these available. Number 121, because we're still missing 120. Mom says she's going to help me clean out from around my desk down here, and we are going to find number 120 and 125 while she's here, if they still exist. I believe it's kind of like that, you know, the dish ran away with the spoon. You know the old nursery rhyme. Pretty sure 20 ran off with 25. Glassy Grotto in yellow. So these are glassy acrylic beads. These are a lemony yellow. So more of a little bit of a deeper yellow. Not the light yellow, not the bright yellow, but the lemony yellow. We have a marquee shaped frame. This is the length and size. So we have 2 of these. Glossy Grotto in yellow, 122. Dish ran away with the spoon, yep. And now that nursery rhyme's going through my head, I'm probably not going to get it out of here tonight. Number 123. This is Handcrafted Hawaiian in pink. See our glittery little pink beads? I do not know how they did this, but these pink beads are glittery. And they're a little bit of a peachy pink. They're not a pink pink. We have our shell type flower down here. Has a little bit of that glossy appearance. This is the length. So it is sitting above the collar, about a half an inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch, with the 2-inch extension. It is going to sit down here. So most of it's going to be below the collar, not quite all of it. This one I have 2 of. Handcrafted Hawaiian. And this is in pink. Again, a little bit of a peachy pink. Number 123. Alright. My chair keeps getting stuck. I have this, like, you know, the plastic mats that you put down underneath your chairs so they don't mess up your floors. Well, I have one under it, and for some reason my stool does not roll on it well. Don't ask me. I thought it was supposed to help. It doesn't appear to. It definitely didn't roll well on carpet, so we were trying that and appears to have failed. Just like the assassins every morning appear to have failed. There we go. Garden Gesture in brown. So we have brown and gold. This is a light brown. So these little petals on this flower and these next flowers, this one and that one, are painted that brown enamel, the light brown. And then we have a pearl right here. We have rhinestones in these leaves, pearl, rhinestone in the middle of these. So we've got a mixture. Pearl, rhinestone, and the brown enamel in that gold. Very pretty combination. This is the length. So if you like flowers, you might like this one. It is just below the collar with the 2-inch extension. Gonna sit down to mid-chest. And we have 2 of them. Garden Gesture in brown. Number 124. Are we having fun yet? My back is starting to hurt. Why does it always hurt from sitting down? You're not doing anything, but somehow it always does. Solar Cycle in copper. So this is the antiqued copper, which is the darker brown. Antiqued copper rings. We have the beveled edge on the inside that has a dot motif inside it. This is the length. Mostly below the collar. A little bit above. With the 2-inch extension, we're going to go down past mid-chest, although most of it will sit in the mid-chest region. So, past the mid-chest, headed down toward the bust, but just barely under mid-chest. So this is Solar Cycle in copper, the antiqued copper, the dark copper. We have 4 of them. It is number 126 because 125 is also MIA. Don't ask me. Number 127, Flamboyant Frills. These are a neon pink and yellow. So think neon. They are bright. Marquee-shaped beads. Very pretty, lacy outsides. These are hinged. So they're going to move around. They're going to be able to swing. This is the length and size. So if you have either the yellow or the pink in your necklaces, these work great with them. Flamboyant Frills in multi. 2 of these available. Number 127. We're winding down. We're getting there. Number 128. We're going to go to 130. I'm sure I can find enough for that. Flip a coin in copper. Also the darker copper. You can see this is the rounded hammering on these. And they do look almost like nickel-sized pennies. The old kind of pennies that you've been carrying around in your pocket for 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 years, who knows. This is the length and size. These are the ones where you don't lick your fingers after you've touched them. Half above, half below the collar with the 2-inch extension. I'm going to sit down to here, which is going to be just barely above mid-chest. Not quite going to reach the mid-chest. This is Flip a Coin in copper. 3 of these available. They are number 128. All right, let me move my chair. Goodness, making me hurt. I think I took most of my glitzies off of here, but I have 2 pairs of these. Now these are the blockbuster earrings that everybody loves. These are going to still be available, but they are going to be $8 after Wednesday. So this is the black metal, the off black metal. So it's not a jet black. We have white rhinestones in it, which contrasts nicely with that darker metal. We have rhinestones on the outer curve and the inside curve of the back, so that when people look at you, they're going to see both of those surfaces. This is the length and size. They are my favorite earring. They come in 4 colors, and I have all 4 of them. Actually, I have multiple pairs of all 4 of them. So we call this multi because it has 2 different colors in it. These are glitzy by association in multi. I have 2 pairs on hand. I can order more at the old price. This is number 129. If you'd like to see the other colors on my website, go to there and type in glitzy. It should come up. You don't have to have the whole name. It will show you all 4 colors that are available so that you can look at them. We have gold with white rhinestones. We have silver with white rhinestones. We have black with black rhinestones, other than this one. So that gives you some options. Next up, last piece. Last but not least, because they're all pretty. We have frilly feature in gold. We have 2 of these. This is gold with pearly. So we have pearly beads on that hoop, the gold hoop, plus pearly leaves or petals hanging down from it. I don't know why I said leaves. They're petals, flower petals. So you get a little bit of both, the hoop and the petals. This is the length and size. So any of your gold with pearl necklaces will go with this. This is called frilly feature in gold. We have 2 of them, number 130 tonight. All right, that is it for tonight, ladies. We have one more live show at this old price. Then we're switching over everything to the new price. So make sure you don't miss us on Sunday. Also, next week there will be no shows because between Friday night and Sunday, everything is going to be crazy. Sunday night we're having the wedding. After that, we will be back on a regular schedule. So we are going to take next week off. We'll be back the following week on Friday and Sunday as usual at the higher price. Let's see, what else do I need to tell you? Invoices will come out on Monday. They will cover last week and this week because of our family emergency that we had. Was not able to get those out, so we didn't have invoices this past week. What else? If they're not paid by Wednesday night at midnight, they will convert to the new pricing structure, so they will be $8 each, just so you are aware of that. The whole website is going to convert automatically. So those ones that are unpaid, they are going to convert to the $8 price point. Is there anything else I missed? Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. Mom's sitting right here. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. I don't think so. I think we got everything. But if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Oh, Rosie, there were 2 heart bracelets on the last show. You said you wanted a heart bracelet. Was it the orange heart bracelet or was it the other one? The one with the little tiny orange hearts? I think is probably the one you wanted, but there was another one, so I just wanted to make sure. So if you could just send me a message, I'll make sure I get that in your pouch for you. All right, everybody have a great night and a great rest of the weekend, and we'll see you back when the weekend is ending, Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will have our one and dones. The metal one. Okay, the rose gold one. Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure we got the right one. Okay.